Afternoon, everybody. Chad, Doss Farms. A little bit of a late start this morning. I had to go, well, Iron Man called and I had to go help him a little bit. Yeah, they were throwing this they were throwing this big shindig at Adler school, and I had to go make sure that he had everything under control. But I think he's got it. Man, I don't know where y'all live, but last night here we got a little bit of rain, just a smidge, man. We had a lot of rain, if you can't sense the sarcasm. Let's see if we can get in here before they find us. Here comes Little Donk. Now, he's usually a little more resilient, but I know the rest of the cattle had a long night last night. Yeah, this was all full of water. I wish it would have happened in the day. I would have shown you guys, but it just didn't. What's up, buddy? What's it doing? Come here. Yeah, this is bare dirt, and it was really low, and I've been feeding them hay right here like since we moved in. And now that nice pretty hay base is over there in the corner. So that didn't do me any good, did it, buddy? I mean, I guess I can plant seed on it now. That's one thing. Yeah, this is like, oh man, it's just like a complete washout. Woo! Woo! Come on, Cal. Woo! What's up, buddy? Franklin. Taters. Well, did you keep everybody safe last night? Did you keep everybody safe? Yeah. Sure did, huh? Sure did. How'd you stay so dry? How'd you stay so dry, huh? I don't have any E-cubes, man. MJ, I gotta sneak around behind you. I need to see how the science experiment's going back here. A little shorter, a little more shrivel. Said what I said. What's up, buddy? Taters. I see you. I see you. Hi. Did you just miss me? Did you just miss me? Hi, buddy. Hi. Does that feel good? Does that feel good? Yeah. Does that feel good? Attaboy. Attaboy. Franklin. Dink. Boop. 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 Yeah, they had a little bit of a long night last night. Honey, looking pretty as ever. Princess. She just don't stand still yet, man. Look how pretty she is, though. Whew. Wow, that is red. That is so pretty. So pretty. Look at those stripes. Well, if you're new here, welcome and howdy. If you're old here, welcome and howdy. It's my lovely wife and I's 40 acres in northeast Oklahoma. We've got cattle, donkeys, a pig, 3 dogs, 3 boys in no particular order. Last night, in a matter of about 4 hours, we got 5 inches of rain, 75 mile per hour winds. It was a late night for him. I can tell. He also knows he's about to get some snacks. Hang on a second. 1,500 lightning strikes. And I don't know if that's high or low, but it was quite a light show. And then, yeah, 5 inches of rain, 75 mile per hour winds. And that's 12 feet off the ground on our farm. Like that's not me just looking to see what the National Weather Service said. That's our weather station. 75-mile-per-hour winds at 12 feet in the air. It was a rough one. We did get in the storm shelter for about 30 minutes. We had to wake the boys up and take cover. And it was interesting. As far as the animals go, in case you didn't know, they are pretty stinking resilient. And they just hide. They do. And they hide well. I mean, think about it. He ain't got a drop of water on him, and there was 5 inches of rain in 4 hours yesterday. So they know where to go. They know what trees to get behind. They know where to stand. They know. They're extremely resilient. And, you know, I've had a lot of comments these last few weeks about when are you going to build that barn? When are you going to build this? When are you going to build a shelter? You're going to cover your hay. I'm just going to fill you guys in on something, okay? Animals made it on their own way before we started putting roofs over their heads and giving them dry floors. And of course, yeah, pilgrims. I mean, as we settled the West, we lived in covered wagons, and now we live in barn dominiums. I get it. But my neighbor here, been here since 1959. My neighbor's my age, and his dad and grandpa have been there since 59. 100 head of cattle, 800 acres. There ain't no barn. They don't cover any of their hay. And they do like 800 bales a year. I mean, and that's just what they feed their cows. They're selling me 40, they're selling him 40, selling her 40. Now, our dogs sleep in the garage at night. It is a little chilly for them in the winter, but everybody asks because I go out and greet them in the morning. But I greet them in the morning after I've let them out at 6 a.m. before I start filming. See, I get up before, like, when I start filming, that's not when I just woke up, believe it or not, okay? I get up about 6 o'clock, let the dogs out, take whichever boys to school, needs to go to school. Then I come back and have a big old bowl of Cheerios. Then I start filming. Even if it's 8 o'clock, that's when I start filming. So don't worry, everybody's taken care of. You get a lot of confusion on the 30 minutes you see in a video being Chad's entire day. Okay, it's not how it works. I do other stuff. Sometimes I play Call of Duty. I do want to check the creek because, as you know, we have not had rain. That's crazy, man. This is crazy. We have had less than 1/4 of an inch of rain in all of September, all of October. Now I'm filming this on Halloween. Happy Halloween, everybody, if that's your thing. Yeah, well, for Iron Man's sake, I like Halloween. But yeah, we have not had 1/4 inch of rain in 2 months. And yesterday we got 5 inches. So I want to see what the creek looks like. Well, first off, you can see how high the water was and where it was rushing. And it actually just filled up our live trap here. Which, by the way, I want to clarify, some of you guys have asked. Trapping season here is December 1st. The first day of December to the last day of February. The only thing we can trap right now is coyotes because it's open season on those all year long in Oklahoma because we got too many of them. Now, if a bobcatty wanders in there, according to our game warden, the bobcatty is too close to our farm and we are allowed to take care of it. Because it would be like nuisance trapping. Now I got to let him know. I got to keep the game warden in check or in contact if that happens. So you can see the water did flow quite a bit. And let's see down here. It definitely filled up. My goodness, yeah. A couple days ago we were standing right out there in the middle and there was nothing. Now today it's real murky because it got all stirred up. But yeah, today you can see it's filled back up. So, and we've got more rain coming this weekend. I guarantee this is the start of filling this creek back up. I know I've got a lot of life ahead of me. Many of you guys remind me of that all the time when I say I'm old. But I do not like the drought, man. I don't like the drought. I've never had flooding. Our house, from where I'm standing, our house is almost 150 feet uphill from where I'm standing. So we are on the highest point. I don't want to say the highest point. I believe the back corner is actually higher. But I'm not worried about flooding. I am the droughts, man. It has been absolutely brutal. I'll be back. I'll set her again. Pretty blue sky for the next 2 days. And I'm hoping that really makes the grass pop around here and get a little life back in it, because man, when you're going through that drought and everything is dusty, everything is covered in dust, everything you do, you're covered in dust. I mean, that just takes a toll on you, man. It messes with the animals, it messes with their eyeballs, and they get risk of pink eye, and it's just nasty. I don't like it, man. But thankfully the Lord blessed us with a little rain yesterday, amen. And these donkeys and this pig are gonna act like they're hungry, but don't let them fool you. They got fed earlier by Miss Ray. Yep, you got food earlier. I know you did. There's that. Hi, Miss Lucy. Hi. Dude, watch out, man. Look out. He's hot. Woo! Oh, she gone. It's not much in there because, like I said, they got fed earlier. So as many of you know, last time we talked about Dude here and the donkeys at DJ and Daniel's. And then, unbeknownst to, I'm sure, Mr. Arms, because I didn't talk to him, he didn't talk to me, he actually measured his animals the same day I referenced how big ours are. These are small standards. They're not minis. Dude is already as tall as Daniel's animals. I mean, he was literally almost born that way. And it's not my animal versus his animal. I'm just telling you, we cannot send Dude down there to breed his females. He is too tall already. Is that right, buddy? Is that right? I miss Lucy. These are 38, 36 genes, all right? Let's see if he'll move aside or if he'll get all froggy on me. Can I touch? He doesn't know. He doesn't know what to do. Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, touch, touch, touch. This is kind of nice. He can't get anywhere. And Miss Lucy here, I'm holding this camera at the perfect waist level, even though she don't like it. And my waist is as tall as her back, okay? So what that means is, at her shoulders, she's 38 to 40 inches off the ground. I think Daniel, some of you guys said his were like 30. So obviously he would agree, probably not a good breed to put a bigger animal with a smaller one. Otherwise, that's how you wind up with a Frank the Tank like we have. But thankfully, he's a steer, and he's gonna taste just fine. Winner! Oscar! He's eating. All right. Whew. Look at that. So we got some green stuff on the hill now, don't we? Hopefully we can get in this gate right here without them trying to rush us. We'll see what happens. I may just have to dump cubes and run. Hey, I just want to point something out. Are you guys listening? Lily, just want to point something out. Yesterday we had 75-mile-an-hour winds, Fiona. 75 mile an hour. And this light is still attached And so is that one. So now we know, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Are you listening? I don't think you're listening. I can't hear you shake your head, June. Thank you. 75-mile-an-hour winds, 5 inches of rain, and the lights are standing. So that means one of y'all is knocking the lights off. That's what that means, Junebug. That's what that means. Yep, sure does. Allie, how was your first rainstorm? Yep, pretty wild. All right, so we're in the pasture. Hang on, I gotta show you guys something. So I'm not exactly sure how tall that is, but it fits through one of these ArrowQuip bow gates just barely with like inches to spare. I just did it. I didn't film it, June. I didn't film it because, listen, if by chance it didn't fit, Miss Ray's gonna ask what happened to the top of the side-by-side. And I can be like, I don't know, because I didn't film it. If I film it, no. Okay, fair enough. Now don't get him started. Are you done? So listen, I didn't film it, Nelly, because if I film it, then there's evidence. If I don't film it, I don't know what happened, baby. Storm must have blown something on it. I don't know. All right, let's take some cubes to the big kids. We got to jet down there, and the reason we're doing this, we need to check our fence lines. Now, I can tell you, we definitely don't have the fence down because all the cows are in the pasture, but it doesn't mean a tree didn't fall on something somewhere. So we got to get eyes on the whole fence line. Let's go take a look, see. Look at that view. Woo-wee. Hey, we had water there last night. Sure did. So that little creek back there, like I said, we've never seen water in it. That's the first time, and I don't know how many years that we could say, because of what we know from the previous owners, that there's been water flowing in there, because it has to happen like it did last night. It's got to be extremely dry and then a whole lot of water in a matter of hours. Because I guarantee that's the first time that that grass has been pushed over. Now, part of that may be because we have cattle out here. Ms. Nellie was first. How about that? Come on, Junebug. That's a girl. Yeah, so this all had water in it last night. And to finish my thought, morning Tipsy, Maximus, there we go. Whew. To finish my thought, she's so excited. Dad brought cake. When there's grass and brush and leaves and all that on this land, like there has been for the last, 30, 40 years, the water can't flow like it wants to. But since we've cleared it all, we put cows on it, they've freed up a lot of the paths where now water can flow again. So it'll be interesting to see what this place looks like in the next, 5 to 10 years. I'm excited. Morning, Lily. Glory. Benjamin, look out, brother. Allie. Man, these two right here play together a lot. Allie and Beans. We can always find them together. That's mom and baby, but talking about baby and baby. How you doing? Gonna lick the bowl? Gonna lick the bowl? She knows nothing in there. Yep. So around here, that's not the pecking order. We call that the poking order. There's none there. That's why she let you have it. That's why she let you have it. Because there's nothing there. You stinker. That wasn't nice. That wasn't nice. There's nothing in there. Phineas. So the reason I let him do that, number one, because it's hilarious. And number two, you guys can see how big he is. Does he get in there? Does he get in there? I don't think June's gonna share, bub. I don't think Miss June's gonna share. Yep. No way, Jose. And she knows that bucket's empty, or you'd have your head in it. Well, thank you. You're silly. You're silly. Go play. Go play. Hang on a second. You're gonna get me in trouble. Come here. Well, you've been up here in my grill. Now you ain't gonna take one? June, take one. Come here, sweetie. Yeah, she knows what's up. She knows what's up. There you go. That's a girl. Boop. Look at that mouth, man. Frothy. So I know this ain't some 20-acre pasture. Well, actually it is a 20-acre pasture. But I know it's not like, you know, covered in grass. But man, it's just beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. There's no noise. I've got the mic cranked up all the way. Well, not the mic, but the sound around me. See, where did you sleep? You're dry too. You're dry too. Where'd you sleep? Huh? That's a cool trick. I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you do that. How you stay so dry? How you stay so dry? Well, mom has really softened you up. Miss Ray is. Yep. Miss Ray has. She's really softened you up. Yep. Yep, sure has. You're just like your daddy now. You climb in the side by side if I left the door open. I'll get you a snack, but we gotta be real careful because Miss June, oh, there she goes. Here, come here. Come here. Shh. Come here. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell anyone. You're chewing way too loud. Shh. You dropped one. You're a very noisy eater. But don't. Come here, man. That's a good boy. Good boy. One more. Who's ready? Okay. Good job, buddy. That's all, okay? That's all. I know you guys get more. I see Miss Ray sneak out here. every day. Yep. Oh, look how pretty you are. Look how pretty you are. Handsome dude there, man. Hey, you are. So sweet. Hey, you're trying to eat my camera there. There we go. All right. All right, let's check some fence lines. All right. So I'm pretty curious. Right here, our dozer guy, he basically made this cliff, and he did a great job because that was a sheer drop off when he came back here and started clearing a few months back. Looks like he did an amazing job because it's all still there. All right, 2 legs are good. We're gonna check a third here. This is the one, if we lost anything anywhere, I think it would be over here, because as you can see, it's not as wide. Like if you call this a fire break, it's not as wide. But see, the wind comes from that direction or this direction, depending on the season. So our thoughts were it's gonna blow something this way versus horizontally. So we weren't as worried about it. Whereas back there, everything that blows over is gonna blow towards the fence line. So we left her a little more open. Yeah, we had water all over this last night. See, the land hasn't been able to do this. That's what I'm trying to explain. And I don't mean to get too wordy about it, but all of this back here, which is about 2,500 feet long by 25 to 60 feet wide at any given point, it's never seen the sun. It was as thick as that for 30 years. So it's pretty crazy to see how the water's gonna go back here. Woo, that's muddy. Man, the only thing I wish is I wish it would have rained during the day, because I would have brought y'all out here. Now, I'm not saying 75-mile-an-hour winds, I'd have been out here, but hopefully this weekend when it rains, we can come out here and watch it and just see what it looks like. I think it's really pretty when it rains, and I kind of want to see. Dust bunnies? What'd you call Goose? Grandma Goose! Grandma Goose! What are you doing?
Oh, you tell him to stop that.
He went from Grandpa to Grandma Goose.
You are not Grandma Goose. No,
Oh,
you're
my
not.
goodness.
No, you're not.
Looks like a meerkat.
He went from a koala bear to a meerkat.
Oh my. Now Miss Cabela. Miss Cabela. Waiter! Ah. Howdy everybody. It's been a few hours. What's awesome, last night we were in the storm shelter. You right there, big girl?
Capella just completely spazzed out.
I wonder if she drug that down there, or I don't know. Well, it's been a few hours. They're running crazy. They're excited to see us. But anyway, I'd say the birds found that bird feeder.
Oh, yep. Oh.
All right, too many squirrel moments. Hang on a second. Bear with us. Yeah. The storm last night did a number on the pool. We're not even really sure what to do. I don't know. Give me thoughts on what to do. Basically, these chairs and furniture got blown in there and they filled up with water. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Touch them. They're soaking wet.
Oh, yeah. I came out here, and of course the tarp was like halfway into the pool because the chairs, both of those chairs, flew over onto the tarp and like just, yeah.
But we'll figure it out.
I don't know what to do. Now there's a bunch of rainwater in my pool.
But here's what we know. Even if it looks like a pond when we take the cover off next year, you can make it better.
I know how to fix it now, but that's what I was trying to avoid.
And it was several $100, which is part of owning a pool. It happens.
Trying to avoid that last summer.
Well, what I'm going to do is I've got some tools that we can actually stretch this and make it tighter. And then what I'll do is actually screw some boards on like I'll do this. I'll take a board and we'll screw it down to the deck and we'll smash this so it can't go anywhere. Yeah. But with 75-mile-an-hour winds, it's hard to be prepared for that because that's a weather.
Well, I didn't think about the chairs either blowing on top of it and like weighing it down even more.
True.
So.
Very true.
I didn't even think about that.
But look how pretty it is out here.
I know.
They were not even awake before we come out here. And now, hungry hippos over there. But as you guys know, if you've been following along, Ray is we've had some weight loss. We've had some loss of appetite. We've just had some things going on. And we've done every test imaginable. We've done, literally short of just picking tests that they offer. Because if you want to spend money, go to the hospital. They'll test you for all kinds of stuff. The last doctor we came from was awesome, and it was just a few hours ago. Yep. And I don't want to go through all the ups and downs. I don't want to go through this test or that test or have you checked for this. Or you guys were awesome with the suggestions and things like that. But without knowing everything, it's hard for you guys to know. So anyway, we're going to kind of give you here's what we've learned. Now I'll stop talking.
My tests yesterday were good. Everything was normal. I followed up with another specialist today, just checking things off, guys, like all your suggestions, we did it all. And I follow up today with another specialist, and that test was actually normal as well, and it was good. Although in that, I'll be transparent, it was an ultrasound of my belly, and he saw my intestines were hyperactive. So typically in an ultrasound, if nothing should be moving unless it's a baby, and I don't have a baby in me. So, he, was looking at all the parts, and everything looked good and looked normal. But, there was just something down at the bottom just swimming and just going crazy and flipping and all sorts of stuff. And, it's an overactive intestine, and that explains so much, first of all. Second of all, it's also slightly embarrassing that I went through a bunch of tests, but it's okay because now I have answers. An overactive intestine is nothing. It's just, it can be stress induced, and it just I typically, when I eat, I feel like something's having a party in my belly and it's not comfortable, and I bloat, and it's just, I've lost weight.
Taco Bell.
I've lost weight. It's been hurting to eat. And so, of course, you think the worst. And when blood test shows hyperthyroidism, you start thinking the worst, and you start testing. And so I did. I started testing, and I'm really glad I got an ultrasound, though. And because that's the first thing that showed my intestines just going crazy. And so, yeah.
Well, but the blood work came back normal. Gastrologist, all that came back normal. And it was today we went to another specialist, and we're not trying to be vague. We're just letting you know that for our situation, we just did things in the right order, or in the right order, the best order for us, and the best order according to doctors too.
We'll step out first, yeah.
Yeah, well, the doctor we went to today was very happy we'd seen a couple of other doctors before him. Mm-hmm. Because based on the symptoms we were describing, he was like, well, I'm glad you've ruled that out. I'm glad you've ruled that out. He actually asked us if we'd had a test done, and come to find out you had actually, it was blood work or something.
Yeah, something in the blood work, and I pulled up my blood work results because different hospitals...
From over a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, they couldn't see, and so...
sometimes he just messes with
He's
them.
literally yelling at us.
He's just messing with them.
We're talking and he just yelled at me.
It was good. Actually, he's kicking MJ. He wants MJ off the hay. That's kind of funny.
Turkey.
But yeah, prognosis is start eating, baby steps, relax a little bit. There is probably something that is triggering her stomach not feeling well when she eats, but she's just supposed to take it slower and, you know, go through some things. And possibly I'm still, maybe it's too much red meat. As weird as that sounds. We eat a lot of beef.
We do.
And maybe we need some chickens or pigs. Now, I asked yesterday about pigs, and she was like, just put them way out there. I don't want to see them. I don't want to see them. And I was like, pigs that you eat don't look like Izzy. They're like 4 feet tall and 6 feet long. Not that big, but yeah.
The front door is open, and I'm sorry, but that's really pretty. Ignore the
really
dirty
pretty.
glass, though.
Yeah, ignore the 5 and 8 year old handprints.
And the dog
And
nose.
the dog nose down there. Oh my
mud.
gosh.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're very blessed, very appreciative. We appreciate all the prayers. I should say no bad days, just good days and better days. And I'm just happy you're healthy because it was you know.
Stay tuned for a garden because we're gonna start eating great.
Yeah.
And I'm not just great, but just growing our own stuff and being a lot more cautious and health conscious. So
Well, just so you guys know, like right before the fire, the end of the summer before the fire, and if you're new here, this may sound left field for you, but you got to remember we hit 100,000 subs in September of 23, and we worked with Haas Tools. And Greg at Haas said, man, you guys have been out there a while when you're ready to start that garden. And we were leaning on it. We had house plans. We had things we were going to do, things we were going to build. It was just right around the corner that following spring. And we were going to work with Haas Tools and get some stuff and start some raised beds. And then the fire happened and God had a different plan. But, you know, here we are.
we started over, and yeah. And
Well, it's crazy to think about, like, we were telling the doctor today because he was asking some of our background and stuff because, you know, they need to know things and why things happen. And, you know, last summer we were living in a just under about 1,000 square foot cabin. And it was probably one of the greatest summers I've ever had. We shot off fireworks every day. We had a pond that we were waiting on water for, but we had a pond. Did you hear that owl? Mm-hmm. That's pretty. We had the pond. We had our steers. We had some longhorns. We were actually talking to Jeremiah. There's a video where Jeremiah came over, our fence guy, and was getting ready to fence our 20 acres. And we took you guys along to an architect, and somebody was going to build us a house, and then everything changed. And I can't believe at that time I didn't really think it could get any better. And then the worst thing ever happened, and I didn't really see it. It was very bleak there for a little bit, and it was tough. And I've said this before, but I think because we let you guys watch us learn obedience through suffering and trusting God and not putting a house on that 20 acres that we knew was going to be more expensive than buying this one. Or, no, you're crying.
you made me too.
You know, we let you guys watch that and we didn't curtail it. And I went through a real struggle, as you know, thinking I'd put a nail through a wire and caused the fire. And it was just tough. And here we are. But man, God bless you guys for watching. We're going to get out of here and get something to eat because we're big eaters now. We're going to eat more. We're going to eat a lot more. But
Slowly.
We've got some things to share with you about the fire on the anniversary that we just feel led to share, and some things we've learned. And that'll be out Sunday. And, you know, we'll talk more about that. But man, whether you're hunting for your 6x60 or 40x40 like we've got, or You know, heck, Ray got her 40 before 30. She's going to be 30 at the end of the month, in case anybody's keeping track. But, well, the end of November, not the end of October. But anyway, with that said, y'all be good. Don't work too hard. Don't make it weird. God bless you guys. Deuces.